Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good evening. Sean Higgs coming at you here. It's a look at lines, although we only got a couple lines for NFL here. Maybe by the end of the show we'll have some more stuff up. But we'll do our little – we're not calling it the Marcos Min anymore. It's a Stop Geo Major League Baseball rundown, every side and total, and if I like it, part of the show. We'll do that. No more Marcos Minute. He hasn't been here in a bit. So we'll cover some baseball. We do got two lines for the NFL on Thursday night. Two games going on here. We got Denver minus 3.5. We got the Saints plus 2.5. Hit the like button, subscribe. If you subscribe to the Sean Higgs YouTube, you got these plays on Monday before the line move. So there's that. There's that. Also going forward, listen. Make sure you like the Sean Higgs YouTube, because I don't know, honestly, might be not on Winning Free Picks and Picks and Parlay site much longer. So head on over to Sean Higgs. Give me a follow over there. Might have some changes coming up in the next couple of weeks. Got some things in motion. So we'll see how that goes. So again, head on over to Sean Higgs, Twitter at Mr. Sean Higgs. Give me a follow there. Let's let me switch the branding here. Just put the look headlines there. And what's there to do here? Well, you know what? I'll hold off on the NFL, and we'll even the baseball. I mean, we got like no pitchers listed here. I mean, all right, you know what? We got comments in here. That was me at 8:30. No lines. Ziggy's popping in. Yeah, I got those two lines, Ziggy. Wine Time's in the house, my guy. Good to see you. Hope all's well, Wine Time. Not much on the agenda today here, right? I mean, we got Colts and Bengals, 2.5, 36.5 for this matchup. And, you know, right now, unders this week. Right? I mean, we got Colts and the Bengals. Cincy got blasted 27-3. Did not look good. Woodside, Lombardi behind center, not doing much. And Chicago fans, are you really that impressed with Caleb Williams? I mean, Baguette had a better kind of game there. And the Colts, I had the over there. Couldn't get that done the other night. Terrible, not scoring points in that one. 21-13 in that game. We did see Slovis, Bean, and Ellinger behind center. Are we going to really get Richardson in this one? Give me an under here with the Bengals. I mean, really, 17-14, 27-13. Have we seen anything? Are we going to get a Woodside again all game here? I mean, hasn't first game he was 8 of 12 for 150 yards and a TD. And last game, again, not terrible, 17-25, 132 yards. Two INTs hurt you. We're getting that guy for a full game here at home? I'd have to say under in this game. The Bears and the Chiefs. Listen, Chiefs played their game last week, put up 23 points, lost late. The Bears, to me, you know, they're favored for a reason here. Fourth game. They've won them all, right? We got something to prove here. New coordinator. Oh, it's Caleb Williams. Well, Rippon didn't look bad in game one. Game two, everybody comes in. Baggett, Williams, Reed, and Rippon again. Everybody looked all right under center of that game. And here against Cincinnati. Williams, Baggett 7 of 8, 87 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rippon 3 of 4. I would take the Bears now. This is probably going to go up. Bears looking to go undefeated. I would look at the Bears here. I haven't bet the Bears, but the Bears would be the play here. And everything else I'm not even going to really get into here. We got Friday games, Jags and the Falcons, Dolphins, Tampa. Without a number, I can't tell you anything. Out of the two, Bears minus 2.5, my personal favorite. Stop Geo's coming in. Aloha and good luck on your bets. Good to see you. I know you popped in for my fantasy football. How about ESPN graded me a B today with my Ron Mexico team draft? A B from Michael B. Groovy, big win today under Cleveland, under Giants. They're ready to celebrate this Bronco win soon. Yeah, Bronco win. Let's get it done 20-2. I need the Saints to put something on the board. I got plus 2.5. Plus 2.5. I'm happy. I had the Tigers, so end the week winner there. Hopefully go 2-0 with my football today. Nice winning day. Start the week off nice on Monday. Cabrera start tomorrow for the Marlins. Yeah, we're going to move into that in a second, Ziggy. I'm going to go back. I'm going to look at the matchups to see where, who pitched last game and stuff like that. Move ahead. Who will be probably the starter for the next day, and we'll hit the lines. Giovanni's in the house. Good to see you tonight. Groovy says, first Bears game, I'm on under huge. Caleb Williams needs reps. He went 0 for 8 past game second quarter. Bears safety will bring back Brisker. Fifth end trying to make no. Listen, I like the under anyway because Cincinnati, they're not doing anything. They don't care. Bears, I'll lay the 2.5. They're not scoring 30. Bears aren't scoring 30 to make this game go over. Bears in the under. I get it. Sports Money, my guy. Mikey P.O.D. Follow Sports Money. He's got a YouTube channel. My guy. You see it. He's got the Oakland Strap Mountain Lion there. I love it, Mike. I love it. I can't. I roll the high def, and it's like, you see the grays? Got to shave. Got to get a shave in here. All right, let's do some baseball. I'm gonna leave Sports Money up there while I do the baseball. I got nothing else to post. I got no other banners other than my YouTube scrolling across the bottom. So, Arizona, Miami. I'm assuming, and we don't like to assume because then you make an ass out of you and me. But Beef Fatty looks like he will be getting the nod. And Cabrera is next up on deck here for the Marlins. I'm seeing Miami at a plus 180 versus P. Fatty. Now, that's a big number. And Arizona, but let's be honest, you just got swept by Tampa. We talked about them today. Who was going to get swept? Well, they were one of the sweepies. They got swept on out of Tampa Bay. It's easy. You're thinking, we'll go beat up on the Marlins. Beef Fatty, last couple of games, 2 runs, 3 runs, 5 runs his last 3 starts. Before that, 0-0, 1-1. There's a 4 and a 3 and a 1. Not a terrible season. He started out a little rough, 7-6, 3.98 ERA. Again, not bad. Not bad. Cabrera, the youngster, 26 years old, back after being injured. He's been bad, a 7+ ERA, 6 runs last game at Philadelphia. But at home, no runs in 7 innings versus the Padres. We see 3 runs in 5+ versus the Orioles, 2 runs versus the Mets, 2 runs in 3 innings versus the White Sox. Again, that was his first game back after being on the injured list for a month as well. So, listen, do I want to lay a 180 on the road? Actually, more even, whatever this line is. A 205. 205 with Arizona right now at FanDuel. No, thank you. Groovy, Tennessee quarterback stinks under Bears game. Tennessee is not playing the Bears. The Bears are playing the Cincinnati Bungles. Bears are playing the Chiefs, not Tennessee. Bears are playing Kansas City. Arizona, 205. The Orioles, Trevor Rogers, man, not a. This is who you picked up at the trade deadline. You didn't want to dig deep into your pocket. 2 starts for you, 5 runs, 2 runs, 5 runs. Yikes. Now, is he familiar with the Mets organization? Yes. Let's see. Versus the Mets, 150 average for Alonso, 1 for 3 for Iglesias. 4 for 12 Marte. We got a 4 out of 7 for Martinez, a 4 out of 12 for McNeil. A 3 for 10 for Mr. Taylor. I mean, nothing crazy. We got no homers here. We got some ribbies, but no homers. Do you want to take a flyer on the O's here? Do you think they get it done with Trevor Rogers on the hill? 2-11 record. Now, coming into the Oriole organization since the trade, I mentioned his starts. 3 of them, 0-2, a 7.53 ERA, 14 innings, 20 hits, 13 runs, 12 of them earned, a 3.57 batting average against. That's what happened when you give up 7 hits in 5 innings of work. Not all that well. He did face the Mets on July 23rd. 4 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 5 Ks. We'll dial it back for early in the season. Nothing versus the Metropolitans. Mr. Peterson, 4-1 last 7 games. Not too shabby. 135, though, we whip on that 2.63 ERA at home. 148 whip, 2.42 batting average against. I mean, pedestrian. A nice a nice August here. 17 innings, just 3 earned runs. Really getting it done here. 194 batting average against this month. Not too shabby. July, okay. 6 innings, 2 runs, 4 innings, 2 runs, 6 innings, no runs, 2 runs and 5. The Braves got him for a 4-piece. But honestly, you look at his whole season, it's short. It is a short one. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of games. He's got what? 4, 9, 13 starts. 2 of the games he's given up 3 or more runs. 4 runs to Miami back on June 12th. 4 runs to Atlanta. Everything else, 0, 1, 2, 2, 0, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. He's been decent. He hasn't been bad. If you want to think that the Mets are going to get a little win here, minus 120 at home, Rogers has been bad. Plus 170 run line could be worth a look. Red Sox and Astros, Kikuchi and Tanner Houck. Kikuchi laying about $120 on average here. Total of 8. This is an interesting game. Boston off the loss. Houston off a 2-0 win. They had nobody in the lineup today. I want to, this isn't a bad number here. You want to take the Stros at 120. I think the better team. I can do the Stros. Honestly, I might be taking the Stros tomorrow. I haven't bet any baseball for tomorrow. I was looking for football lines, and I don't hate the Astros tomorrow. Don't hate the Astros. Let's see. Let's get back in. Sports money, laughing at me. Man, you like that? It is. It's the Oakland Stratmont. I think Marlins 1.5 in the over. Over tomorrow with the Mets. Really, Ziggy. Marlins are playing the D-backs. With B. Fatty? I mean, Cabrera's been bad. I get it. Jake, Pat's under catch first for preseason games and rise wind up at the end of the third one. I agree. Let's see what it is, though. These lines could be crazy adjusted here and come out at like 31s or something. That's what we got to wait for the lines to come up. And still, we have nothing. No lines posted. Giovanni said, I think they should just eliminate the preseason. You can't do that, man. How do we eliminate preseason? These quarterbacks are trash. How many good quarterbacks are there in the NFL? They need to play. They don't need to sit out, and we don't need to have games taken away, and let's get rid of a preseason game, have a regular season game. The quarterback play is terrible. It is terrible. You see this quarterback play. Have you not seen a Thursday night game? How many good quarterbacks are there? We're at the tail end career of some of these guys. They're not good. They need to play more, not less. They need reps. Oh, Bryce Young, we don't want him playing. You don't want him playing. Did you see your team last year? How many wins did you have last year? No. Eliminate preseason. Terrible decision, Giovanni. Maurice, the D-backs were my perfect gambling day, but heck of an effort. Yeah, came all the way back, extra innings. Angels barely finished the game today. Give me the Royals tomorrow in the Hood Lugo game. Huge. Is that a huge Lugo game? I didn't get that game. Maiden focus. How did everybody do that? Maiden, how did your horses do? I didn't look up the horses. I was thinking Mets money line tomorrow. I don't hate the Mets tomorrow. I don't like Houston. Kikuchi's been pretty good since the trade. I got 120 at home versus him. I'm not really – I mean, I like the Sox, but I like the Stros better, especially today he gave a bunch of hitters off. Moneyline Markel's in the house. Ziggy says maybe over in the Red Sox-Houston game. Houston is an under team. Giovanni, starting pitcher these days is horrendous. I miss the days of Pedro Clemens, Smolton, Johnson. Yeah, the starting pitcher. Hey, that's great. Everybody, we had the most guys throwing over 97 miles an hour. Yeah, and everybody's going down with Tommy John surgeries. Yeah, it's a terrible product. I don't care. I will say it. It is terrible. Jake, doesn't matter what it is. Pat Soto could be 14 this game. I'll take the under. I think the Patriots are going to be bad. I think the Pats are going to be bad. Now, will they be bad where we're doing a 10 points in week 1 against Cincinnati? Let's be honest. Everybody will be on that. That'll be a huge money line bet, right? You just laid a 9. I mean, take the points, lay the points now before it goes up. Groovy says Bo Nix, rookie of the year, AFC 14-1. Because he's unbelievable, right, Groovy? I don't know. Give me Zach Wilson, baby. Give me some Zach. I like Denver week 1. Line has come down. Back to MLB. Where were we at here? The Angels. Fulmer versus Lugo. Yes, let's go. Let's take Kansas City right now. Run line is plus 100, plus 102. Get the best number. Do the run line now with Kansas City. Let's get it. Claresharm finished second by neck. Vigideal finished third. Tenmo won at 6 play odds. 1-3 and Dado horses. Good job, Maiden. Focus with the ponies. So for me, I just told you, I'm going to be on Houston, KC run line. Part of me wants that Met run line. A's and Rays, Bradley and Boyle. You know I like me some Taj Bradley, but is he more of a home kind of split guy than on the road? Right? Isn't that where he excels? Taj Bradley at home. 2.83 ERA, 10 starts, 3-5, 188 batting average against 101 whip, 255 batting average on the road, 38 innings, 37 hits, 7 starts, 450. Yeah, maybe we take, Oakland is plus 120. We got a little Boyle action here. Joe Boyle, 25-year-old. He's got starts under his belt. May 5th, a couple games in April. I guess he's been hurt or they just sent him to the minors. Whatever the case may be. Let's go to career in the minors. What did he do in the minors this year? 12 games, 11 starts, 563 ERA, 162 batting average against. That is crazy. Talk about some unlucky. Oh, my God. 162 batting average against. And the man's got a 5.60 ERA. This guy does not have bad numbers. 8 starts in 2021, 229 ERA, 138 batting average against, 117 whip is all right. 23 starts, 286 ERA, 150 strikeout, 141 whip, not bad. 25 starts, 384 ERA, again, not bad. Not bad at 3 teams. 201 batting average against, and this year a 162 batting average against, and he's got a 5.60 ERA. Again, listen, Double-A, 6-5, 4.50 ERA, 19 starts, 211 batting average against. It's not terrible. He missed it. 122 Ks in 83 innings, 28 Ks in 17 innings. 60. He's got a 5.60 ERA this year to do that. 62 Ks in 38 innings. 424 strikeouts, 276 innings. And he's got a mid-3 ERA. Dude, this guy's got some stuff. What is going on here? Talk about, I guess you throw strikes and strike guys out, they're going to put it in play. I don't know. I think the A's might be a play tomorrow with this guy, especially against a Tampa team. Jake says, I bet the under 43 week one for the Pats back in May. I was doing it last year a lot and worked out. What is week? I don't know what week one is. Hold on a second here. Let me finish up my baseball, and then we'll talk some week one stuff here. Twinkies and Padres, Matthews and King, 150 for San Diego here versus Minnesota. I don't want to do anything with that 150 with King. I mean, he's having a nice season. Twinkies. Did they collapse today? No, what did they do today? Yeah, did they collapse against Texas? 6-5. What happened here? 5 runs in the 7th, lose late. Tough loss for Minnesota. I don't want to lay 150, though. We have the Sox of the White Sox Nation. Cannon versus Harrison. Where's Michael B? At 220 with this kid? Oosh. Not interested. Mariners, Dodgers, Wu and Stone. As good as Wu is, look at this. A 140 fave for the Dodgers. Total 8. I got to go under. Seattle cannot hit. Under 8.5. Under 8.5 for me. I'm not overthinking. Just Seattle unders. Now let's get into some NFL week one here. Patriots week 1, 42.5. I don't hate it. The thing, you know what? I might come in on this one with you here. I got 42.5 out here. I like this, Jake. Groovy says Patriots in Arizona in 2 years are going to give up their quarterbacks and the one's going to draft Archie Manning. Is he ever going to get on the field in Texas? Ziggy, I like the Patriots. ATS versus Bengals. I got an 8.5. I would have waited. Listen, I take dogs. This one here, why do I think it's going to go to probably 10? I like the ace tomorrow. I just ran down that pitcher's number, Ziggy. Not bad. Bradley's 10% at home with strikeout props, I believe. Well, Taj Bradley is on the road. So how's he on his road props? Giovanni. I agree with you on the Astros. They did just sweep them in Fenway. Listen, Astros are a good team. Rested guys today. Should get it done tomorrow. Who do you think's winning the World Series? My initial was pencil me in for the Orioles. I thought they were going to go out and make a big deal, get another bullpen guy. I thought they'd go all in for the closer from Minnesota, from the A's. They didn't get Mason Miller. They didn't trade anybody for Skubal. You got Eflin and Rogers. I don't know. I think it is a wide open. I almost want to say the Astros because they've been there, done that. I don't know. Would I be shocked if the Padres come in and steal it? I think it's wide open. I'm going to say Phillies Padres. To a lesser extent, I like the O's. But I got nothing. Groovy Nerfy in the last game, Dodgers game. Stone and Wu Nerfy. Yes, I like the under for the game as well. Made him focus another on the Kikuchi. Boston's 15-21 versus lefty. Stros have won 9 in the last 10. Stros are red hot. They just buried Seattle. Seattle cannot hit. Groovy, week 1 is what I meant. Higgs under Bears, Tennessee, under. Okay. Well, I'm already on Tennessee plus 4.5. And what concerns me with that when I get rookie quarterbacks and not good teams, maybe we get turnovers and this game turns into an over because of just short fields and crap like that. Bad pick sixes. Ziggy, Bengals always start the season slow. Yeah. Do I think they lose as a 9-point favorite to New England? I don't think so. Maiden focus. Another Razor on the road. Just wanted to mention Bradley home K angle. I like Taj Bradley. I like him. I like Baz. Camerino. I think they got some good young guys. Not their year, though, this year. Maiden focus is Oakland ranks 5th in team strikeouts. Well, enthused about Bradley on the road. Yeah, road, it just is what it is, man. On the road, guys have splits. It is, you just look at them, and I'm like, I'm not interested. And then I bring up that kid's stats from the minors. I mean, the guy's a strikeout machine. I will maybe we find a strikeout prop by that kid tomorrow. Let's see if we can find a strike. I'm not going to pull up DK or anything right now. If anybody, I don't even, will strikeout props even be up in these matchups? I don't even know. Someone find the Oakland game and pull up if we got a strikeout prop on this kid. Groovy says, always depending on the relief. on Dominguez. I'm taking Orioles tomorrow to win American League 3-1. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I wish it would have got another pitcher. They didn't. Giovanni, check this out. Week 1, week preseason, mostly unders. Now look at week 1 NFL, all very high totals and fourths. Well, listen, preseason is totally different because in week 1 of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes is not sitting. Jared Goff is not sitting. Dak Prescott's not sitting. Aaron Rodgers is not sitting. Preseason. And not only that, now this is the 3rd week. Then there's a bye week before the season starts. Maiden, Boss ranks 3rd in team strikeouts if you're looking for Kikuchi case. How's Kikuchi versus Boston? They've seen him once or twice. Devers, 2 homers and 15 at-bats. Probably his only 2 hits. He's only hitting 200 versus him. Gonzalez 2 for 4. Hamilton 0 for 2. Jansen 0 for 3. O'Neill is 2 for 2 with 2 homers. There you go. Raffaello 1 for 2 with a homer. Reese Schneider, what's that? 3 of 8, 375 average. 3 of 6 for Wong. Yoshida 2 for 4 with a homer. You got a couple guys with homers in this game. You got a couple homer guys. Nobody's hit a homer off Houck. I don't know. That made me. I do like Houston. I might have to come off that after seeing all those homers. Good to fade first-year quarterbacks week 1. I'm looking to fade first-year quarterbacks often. Now, last year I took C.J. Stroud week 1 against the Ravens. Didn't get it done that game, but took care of us a few times that year. Cucci's listed high, though, at 7.5 juice. Pass. I agree. Pass. Especially when 5 guys in the line got homered off him already. So, not interested. Maybe an over. What was that total again here? Let's go back. Major League Baseball. Stros. Over 8 minus 115. I'm not hating the over here, believe it or not. Not hating the over. Houston's won 8 of the last 10 versus these guys. 10-2, 5-4, 8-4, all in Boston this year. So, I mean, that is 3 overs. 3 overs. They took 2 out of 3 going under in these games versus, well, they went over in the first game, a 5-4 loss, but 6-1, 2-0. I look at that as you came back from an 8-1 road trip. You lost to the Sox. You beat them 6-1. Next game, you rested a bunch of guys, and you still won 2-0. And yet here comes Boston. I'm inclined to do a little over in this game now. I like this. I liked Houston. I think I'm going to be on the over. Framber was 6.5 today, minus 122. Struck out 9 in 4 straight home starts on 5 of the last 7. I like Framber. I think last year and the year before I had Framber Cy Young tickets. Gio says mostly all unders yesterday and today in baseball. Yeah. Listen, I had a bad week in baseball. I did end up with a win today to end the week. But to me, it gets tricky. You hit July, trades, who's quitting, who's checked out for the year. This week was a bad week for me. I ended up with a win today. But August comes, you think the totals go up, right? Or scoring goes up, I should say. Pitchers are hitting a little dead spot. We've seen it. A bunch of these guys who start really hot have 2-3 bad starts in a row, then get back on track. The bats should be flailing around. It's hot. Balls flying out of parks. Tampa Bay and Oakland over, Gio. I do not like the over, Gio. I came in with my Stop Gio baseball rundown every single game because we don't have the Marcos Win anymore. It's a Stop Gio engineering rundown every baseball game rundown. And I went over this kid's minor league strikeout numbers. Boyle, I think we're taking a Boyle strikeout tomorrow if I can find it. Again, is anybody on a site? Do we have player props for tomorrow, or do I got to look at it? Groovy says, can't wait for Blake Snell to pitch again. Giants in the under all the way, probably on Saturday. Snell has been dealing like he usually does second half. I don't hate the Snell. Nothing in NFL posted yet. I'm inclined to take the Bears minus 2.5 before the show's over here. Royals minus 2.5, says Moneyline Markel. He's going 2.5 on KC. Hey, man, knock yourself out. You want to go minus 2.5 for the bigger payday? I'm not going to get in the way. For me, I can't get greedy right now, Moneyline Markel. I got to win today, but for August, baseball 17-24, that's not good. 17-24 is not a winner. Now we're still up 2,300 on the season, but I'm not looking to get too fancy on the sites. And again, I can't even do a minus 2.5. Although, you know what? Maybe you can do a 2.5. They did switch this around, but again, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be around here doing this on this site here. Sure to check out the YouTube channels, folks. Follow them both. If you're not on Sean Higgs, I implore you to get over to Sean Higgs page. The contests are probably going to be on the Sean Higgs channel going forward. I mentioned earlier in the Midday Money Show. Where's this at? Where's this Royals line? 1.5s. Any 2.5s on there? I got all 1.5s on the sites to post on here. So there's that. Let's see what we got over here. Next up, Markel says, I'm not getting greedy. Yeah, you don't have to take that 2.5. I get it. It'll be a nice payday. But you know what? Even money, plus 105, plus 110, I think is not bad. A win is a win. And I'm not going to get too creative this time of year. I'm San Francisco 16-10. I'm going to lose this Saints game. Can the Saints score a touchdown here late? What is going on in the Saints game? Am I driving? Do I have any shot at pulling out a 17-16 win here with plus 2.5? Or am I going to get a loser here? All right, I just turned on ESPN here. We got 16-10. We're driving a little bit. Keep me posted here. I like the under in the Royals-Reds game. Royals and the Reds. When is that taking place? Because the Royals are playing the Angels tomorrow. Is this Toronto? Are you talking Reds Toronto tomorrow? Made in focus. My King has been really good. No prop showing on him yet. Yeah, King. Listen, Yanks should be using him. I'm sure they miss him as a starter. Did I have a good dinner tonight? I grilled some chicken. So I had a little grilled chicken. Nothing fancy. The wife's feeling a little bit under the weather. So she had some homemade chicken soup from, I don't know when. It was probably Christmas time. Probably from a turkey soup in the freezer. She thawed out, and I threw some fresh meat in there for her. Groovy says, White Sox pitcher Cannon did a decent job versus the Yankees last week. Give me the under versus the Giants. You know what, though? For the Sox here, I have no problem if you want to come in and start taking unders with them. I'm not going to say no. The offense looks bad. Made in focus is Padres' first 5 is minus 114. Worth a shot. Right? I mean, what are we going to do? You want to lay 150, 160, or just go first 5 and just not worry about it? Mikel says crazy for playing the Padres. I mean, I don't hate playing the Padres here, man. They're playing good baseball, Markel. Maine says definitely like the Stros at DK. Giovanni says a sizzling up to 4th of July in baseball. Lugo's off a loss versus Mini. Yeah, I was really good through July. I was really good up till, again, right around the same time, All-Star break. Up and down at the end of the month, still a winning month, but August, I have not been good. Yeah, the wife shouldn't do it. Stay away from her until she gets better. Yeah. Being close, sleeping under her may get you sick. Nah, I won't get sick. Knock on. I say that, and tomorrow I'll be knocked out. Maiden says Michael King has allowed 2 runs less than 6 of the last 7 starts, 1 run or less than 5 of 7. The guy's solid. And the Padres are humming. I think the Padres take the Dodgers. Overtake the Dodgers here. Better sleep on the couch. Yeah. Yeah. You married, Marco? You sleep on the couch? You know what kind of fight that entails? Sleeping on the couch? This guy. All right. We got the Saints possibly going in here. 2-minute warning. Who's got a live update for me? It says 2-minute warning here on ESPN.com. I just put on scores because you know what? I got on my other computer here, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 windows open. 8 windows on that one. Yikes. Yeah, you don't pull stunts like that, bro. That's just trouble. Married guys, you don't sleep on the couch. It's one thing you're up, you're laying down, and you like fall asleep on the couch, watch TV. That's one thing. Just to not go in. Nope. Who says the Saints come marching in? Saints are ready to score. Let's take it slow. We don't want to miss their numbers this and jinx it. All right, that's like a Tooch style. You know, I do the show with Tooch and Pounded Anthony on Friday nights. I'm doing a show with Tooch on Fridays. Like, yeah, it's looking good here. It's a 0-0 in this game. I got under first. They scored 6 runs. He said the minute he says it's looking good, there's a 2-run home run and a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and 5 runs coming. We could cheer for it, but that's it. Let's cheer for it. You know, right off the bat, you say this, and I get a 10-yard penalty to start the 2-minute warning here, Groovy. All right? Not till it's over. Not till it's over. Let's see. Any football lines? We still have no football lines up yet. You know, I think last week, did we have a late Sunday night game last week? Why did we have so many lines on time when we did the show last week? How did that work out? I had them all posted up. They were in here ready to go. And this week, not so much. Not so much. I don't know here. I don't know what's happening. You know what we got to do here? I got it in the chat. Hold on a second. We could do something here. Fourth and 7 of the 22. Here we go. Let's. Where were we in the chat here? Maiden says I haven't looked at football yet this year. Just baseball. And the horses haven't won on NFL in a few years. Maiden, listen. You come in here. I did a midday money every day. All right. I don't know if you're watching on Sean Higgs or Winning Free Picks. Subscribe to both channels. All right. So midday money we do every day at noon. We roll out look ahead lines. Sunday nights we go through all the games. You'll make some money here. All right. You'll make some money on our NFL picks. Groovy says take the Bears now, bag it and rip it, our excellent backups. Yeah, 2.5. It's just one of those spots where you want to take the Bears. They're playing to win every game. They're trying to build momentum. They got the new coordinator. Everybody's got to get a shot, so I like it. And again, you're playing a team. What do these guys got to play for? It's like, all right, do we really have something to play for, Kansas City? I'm going to say no. Take the 2.5. There you go. Thank you. Groovy. Thank you for this one. Saints come marching in. Thank you for that. Never bet preseason. A lot of people don't like preseason. I think money can be made in preseason. All this preseason, I've been 500. Even though I got, like I said, I got the Saints plus 2.5 tonight. I had a better number than the close. It's not going to win. I blame Groovy. I blame Groovy for that. She jinxed it. I like the under Royals, Dodgers, Royals, and Angels today with Lugo. I don't hate it tomorrow either. Texans seem to be doing well in preseason. Yes, because you got Case Keenum and Davis Mills. NFL, you got backup quarterbacks who've won games in regular season NFL, and they're going to come in and play a quarter versus guys who are not going to see a practice field. You have an edge. Maintenance is Texans stack for Saints. Stroud, Dell Collins, and maybe Schultz. Everybody loves the Texans. I'm not as high on them. I love them in week 2 versus the Bears. They're going to take care of the Bears like nobody's business. So yes to that. Week 1, I like the Colts. Speaking of week 1s, let's jump down here. College, Florida State. It's an 11. I told you guys a month ago. I've been telling you for weeks. Take Georgia Tech plus 13.5. It is now 11. Anybody in the chat? Our guy here, Made in Focus, is newer to the chat. Please, you've been in this chat before for the last 2 weeks before this line move. Please tell Maiden I've told you guys take 13.5 with Georgia Tech a long time ago. Montana State. How bad this line? I wish I was on this one a month ago because this was a 4.5, then a 6.5, then a 9. Now it's up to 10.5. I don't know if this one's getting out of control. How about an under in this one? Does New Mexico score is the question. If I do anything in this one, it'll be an under. It'll be an under game. The SMU in Nevada. No. Nope. The Hornets of Delaware State. I think they're the Hornets. 39.5, total of 56.5 in Hawaii. As if it's a nice payday and you're in Hawaii. Now it's August. This is a game maybe you want to schedule coming out of the East Coast in November to get away. But hey, you're in Hawaii for a week. I'm not going to lay 40. No, thank you. Team total, baby? Oh, boy. Thank you, Saints. Thank you, Saints. Let's grab some Bears action. We doing some bear dancing. Bears in the NFL, 2.5. I'll take a minus 2.5. You know what? We can get a. You know what? I'm going to do let's just do a minus 140. I prefer a 130, but you know what? This is the world of crappy lines. Bad lines everywhere. Still nothing. What are we going to do here? What are we going to do with these lines? There are no NFL lines. Sorry to say. Texans going to light it up through the air this year. Possibly. Maybe. Let's see how you do versus a solid schedule. Let's see how you do with a year of teams knowing your tendencies and your coach and your quarterback and stuff like that. Nasty Nate wants a wrench. Got it. I'll figure out the wrench. Michael, you can't stop me. How about the Tigers? Took a shot plus 800, bottom 9. I love it. Never in doubt, Michael. Never in doubt. 8-1. Michael, the Ron Mexico football team, ESPN gave us a grade of a B. We got a B on that one. I think I like the Chiefs and Eagles week 1. I already got the Eagles, but I like the Ravens in week 1. Michael B. Although I did throw some money away on the Saints plus 3. I really hate preseason football. You had the Saints plus 3. I had them at plus 2.5. It went to what, -1, or did it change? What was the final number on that? I don't even know what the San Francisco covered to 1.5. They were a dog, weren't they, San Fran? I wish we had more NFL to talk about here, but we got nothing. I don't know why. I mean, it's 11 o'clock. I guess I should have waited till midnight, but there's always midday money tomorrow to talk some NFL. There's a pick'em. And the Tigers, they scored the first run 2 outs in 9th inning. Yeah. Never in doubt, Maiden. Never in doubt. Ziggy, it's better money line. Take the risk of not covering the spread. It's a decent. I'd prefer a 130. I don't like doing 140s in baseball. I don't want to do them in I'm not a big money line. I try to, again, Ziggy, I said this before. I don't know if you heard me. I try to like I'm trying to outsmart something, like a dummy. I should take 140s or 150s or 160s sometimes. It's not bad too. I just prefer not to. And I'm definitely not going to get into close to $2 ranges in here in a free picture. I mean, like, you want to come in here and hear a guy tell you to let's take the Astros today minus 385 versus the White Sox. I mean, I didn't know he's paying great address. Must be new. Yeah, it came in email. I put a picture on Twitter. And I have one league left on ESPN. I prefer the Sleeper app. I don't even know what that is. Is that for Sleeper app? All right. So, midday money tomorrow on Money Monday. 2, if you're not watching on Sean Higgs, try to move over to Sean Higgs. Again, I don't know, winning free pick page might not be on there. So if you want to get in on the football picks, they're going to be on the Sean Higgs channel only. And that'll start not this Tuesday for contests, but next week for the official week 1, quote unquote, of college football. So we'll bring back teaser Tuesday. Contest will be Wednesday. It'll be contest Wednesday. So that'll be the Thursday game, a Friday game, a Saturday game, a Sunday game, and a Monday game. It works out well because we have the games for college that week 1. There's a bunch of games, and then NFL starts the next week. We do that. Signed auto jerseys in the contest, if you're interested. I'm like, my team looks solid. I wish we had gotten a better backup quarterback. Yeah, I mean, we're going to do. I'm not worried about it. Could have took. It's a backup quarterback. Chris Brady had a couple bad losing days early week. Couldn't quite get out of it. It happens, Chris. Don't be ashamed. I had a losing week myself. I am 17-24 in August. So a couple games under 500 myself. It's tough sledding. Don't worry about it. Maiden says very rarely lay more than 130 on the money line. The Framber win at 145 today was an exception, as was the Sanchez over 17.5 outs 165. I just don't like doing that. I mean, 145 until even 160. I guess that'd be like my top tier if I really got to go there. But at this time of year, I kind of have to go there because the run lines are minus 170. Like, Astros are 170 on a run line. I'm not 170 on a run line. Pass. I'd just rather pass. And that's because I think if you come into a show and somebody's giving you minus 170s, minus 340s, that's, hey, let's take a team minus 37 in football. Like, that's, you don't need somebody to come tell you to take something like that. That's, I don't like doing it. Framber, 6+ innings at home. Framber's, you don't got to sell me on Framber. I had a Framber Cy Young last year and the year before. Yeah, Chris, don't sweat the bad August. It happens. Like he says, tell me why I want to take the White Sox tomorrow. At least first 5. Cannon guy has been solid. What do we say about the Giants? I said about the Giants today. They can't score runs. I don't want to lay those crazy numbers with them. Exactly, Maiden. 145 and the Astros are minus 380. And the run line was 170. So Framber gets a win. He goes up, what do you think? Can we score 2 runs here and get a 2-0 lead? And he gets a win in 5 innings? Definitely worth it. That's the kind of stuff they have nowadays. They didn't have that in 96. Gausman at home, Fade City, Cincy money line tomorrow. Who do we got on the hill for Cincy tomorrow? What's it showing? I don't even have a pitcher listed for this game tomorrow. We're going to get Hunter Green tomorrow? We got Hunter Green? I'll take Hunter Green with you. 11-12 was, Sanchez. Gotcha. Who the heck is Zebby for the Twins? I want to fade the Friars coming out of Colorado. Zebby Matthews, he is their 5th. He's number 5 in their pipeline for players. Second, he's their number 2 pitcher behind Festa, who's already called up. So if you want a little information on him. So that's who he is. He's their number 2 pitcher behind Festa. So 5 innings, 2 runs last game versus Kansas City. So Dodgers, Stros, Royals, run line action, KC. I don't hate these games tomorrow. You got Dodgers short numbered home. I like Stone. Again, everybody loves, with Paul Skeens. This guy's 10-3 for the Dodgers. Not in a bad season. He doesn't got the strikeouts, but not a bad year. Stros minus the $120, $130, sure. I think this could be a sneaky good money card. We're going to find out. I sort of want to take Kikuchi tomorrow. The problem with that is, and I'll come back to Gio's thing here because he got the Stros. The Sox got some guys have hit Kikuchi. He got some home run hitters. He's giving up some home runs about 4 or 5 of these guys when I went through them. Man says, you're darn right about they didn't have it in 96. Makes you wonder what the heck Vegas has been doing for the last quarter century. Copying and pasting mainly. So wonder DK and fans are to call for the props. Yeah. You know what, though? I think that's also the mentality of people now. Like the young kids, you have no attention span. Not you, Maiden, but like these kids just, they're used to Snapchat and Twitter and, sound bites, 10-second, memes and TikToks. So if you could do just a rando Nerfy player prop, first basket, all these kind of things where you don't have to wait a whole game to cash things. It fits right into a degenerate thing, which they love. They love the same game parlays. They love this kind of nonsense because they know they're going to win. Everybody's going to come in with $5 and $10 multi-leg parlays that don't cash. I'm not a huge parlay guy. Player props, I'll do some ribbies. But again, going forward, though, Maiden, for me, I have to kind of branch out into that because people like watching that kind of stuff. So I gotta throw some in here. Kikuchi was in the AL East forever, so the Sox know him. I'd be looking towards the Sox. Were you impressed with the way the Stros played against the White Sox? No, Mike. I mean, you missed the beginning of the show when I did the little rundown there. They had won 8 and 9 on the road. They came home. They had a day off. They lost to the Sox game 1. They beat them, 5 or 6-1 the next day. Today, they had everybody out of the lineup. They had, 3 or 4 rookies in the lineup today, 1-2-0. So that's kind of like, I look at that as like, all right, that's a little breather for them. Day off, a loss, a win, and then they gave guys rested days, and now here comes some better teams coming to town. I chalk that up to them having a nice road trip and a off, it's what are we playing for here? I mean, we're going to beat these guys. Let's go through the motion kind of win. And that's exactly what you got. Gio says, did anybody think today all the games went under, not over? Baseball all unders today? Seattle was an over, 10 runs. Philly had to be an over 10. 2-2, 8-7. That's 2-3. 8-1's got to be an over or push. 2-0, 2-0, 2-1, 1-0. 6-5 had to be an over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 7-1, 8-1, 8-2, 8-3, 9-3, 9-4, 9-5. Probably like a 10-5 total day today. Not terrible. 10-5 to the unders. George is back. I like Casey moneyline against the Ravens game 1. No, the Ravens have to win this game. And I never say it's going to happen or this, that. the way they lost in the champ, they have to win this game. It's imperative for their whole season. They can't go in here and lay an egg. I know Mahomes at home, Reed with rest and bye weeks coming in season prep time. Baltimore's got a lot more riding on this game than KC. I'm on. Give me the Ravens week 1. Give me the Ravens week 2 -7 right now versus the Raiders. Of course, they win this game versus Kansas City, the line's going to shoot up. They have rest. So either way, they have extra rest coming into this game, and the Raiders coming off a charge game, coming cross country, which I think the Raiders are a bad team anyway. Either it's juiced up because Baltimore wins, or it's going to be juiced up because Baltimore loses and the sky's falling and they need a win because they can't be 0-2 in the AFC. It's Ravens. It's a double play, weeks 1 and 2. Short line for the Stros. I don't might have to go to the Red Sox or maybe a first 5 team total. Yeah, I want to take Houston, but the home run, I might do some Ribby props. We might get some Ribby props tomorrow on the Sox. I think I'd bet the Mets at this number or team total. I really like to fade Rogers. Yeah, Trevor Rogers has been bad. Hill's been decent. Red Sox, O's, Brewers, Indians, Yankees, Tigers. Oh, these are the 3 unders. Yes. 3. 10 and unders went 10 and 5, I believe. 10 and 4. We trust Mahomes. Every time I bet him, I regret it. I'm not taking. I'm taking the Ravens. I bet the Ravens +3 already. Maiden, keep your eye out for unraced colt Zabo at Del Mar. He's worked with yesterday's winner Citizen Bull and Tima. Zabo worked a quarter and a 20.2. Whoa, Zabo, when is he racing? I need to know. Don't be talking bad about my Raiders. I got them week 1 +3.5. Gardner Minshew has been named the starter. It's like it's on like Donkey Kong, really. You're gonna go. It's on like Donkey Kong. Like a super isn't Super Mario the guy jumping over the barrels, right? Or is that Wreck-It Ralph? Oh man! All right, midday money tomorrow. Sorry, we didn't have many NFL lines. We had 2. Guess we got to run it back tomorrow night on Look Ahead Lines. Midday money first, noon Eastern. Sean Higgs YouTube, Winning Free Picks YouTube, at Mr. Sean Higgs on the Twitter. Thank you for watching. Good night.